So guys, today's video, it's going to be loaded. It's going to be highly informative. I think because during my time, if I had seen or heard this type of information, I'm quite sure I would have saved myself from paying 4,650 euros. Instead, I would be paying 1,000 euros. But because I couldn't get this type of information during my time, I don't want you to pay that such amount of money to your university. And so I want you to watch this video to the very end. Don't skip any part. Listen carefully. I bet you're going to save yourself a huge amount of money. So before I go into today's video, if you're just coming across my video, I'm Doris. I make videos about studies, about migration, and also I share my experiences here in Portugal. So if you want to be part of this family, please kindly click on the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that you would always be notified whenever I put up any video, okay? So guys, this is an experience that happened to me, and it wouldn't be fair if I don't share my experience so that others can learn, you know. This is a pain in the heart, even up till today. Yes, I know it's past, but then it's still a pain in the heart because it's still fresh. Me knowing I deserve something, knowing that I worked for something and I was denied because of lack of information. So listen to this video. After 1 year of coming into Portugal, my husband encouraged me to go for another master's after one in Nigeria. So I agreed, and we registered for a course in the Department of Mathematics. And so I started the course. It was taught in Portuguese, but I knew why I wanted going for the course because I know it's going to add a value to me. So I went for the course. It was taught in Portuguese. You could now know, you could now tell the pains, the stress, the readings, why others were working, getting money for themselves. I was studying. I was having a fixed class, and that's why I don't usually encourage people who wants to come for a course that will be studied in Portuguese, except if you actually want to study, like you want to study, you don't want to work. Because if you would work, unless you are not for sciences, yes, I would advise you to go in for the course, okay? But if it's for sciences, you have to devote your time for reading, learning programming language, and that was what I faced, okay? So I tried my best. Initially, I was not doing well. Yes, because my background was really, really shallow. I wasn't doing well, and so I dedicated all my time reading. When they are teaching Portuguese in the class, I would be there. You know how it is. After the class, I would still go back home and start reading. I read, I gave all my time. I couldn't even work. Yes, I was working at the time, but I had to give up on the job. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is I studied so hard. I was coming last during the first semester, but during the second semester, I found out that I was doing so well. I was, even if they would mention people in the class, I think I was also among, because I think I got grip of what we were doing in the class and so on. And I made sure that I tried my best, that God helping me, that I never had to resit a class, okay? I tried my best, and to God be the glory. I did very well in my exams during the second semester. And there is this policy that when after the first year and you get 14/20, you will be allowed to pay tuition fee just like the national. Like your school fees will no longer be 4,650, because that was what I paid during my first year. So the second year it was supposed to be 1,000. So if you get up to 14/60, imagine all the stressful nights, may not sleeping, not having time. At the end, God helped me and I got up to 14. And I never knew there was a policy. See, one thing you should know is, if you're coming to Portugal and you are attending classes, the truth is, no one will tell you anything. No one will tell you whether there's this scholarship that is going on. Yeah, they'll be sending you, like my department will be sending you link, but then nothing was actually coming. But this one is what I knew I deserved. This one was what I knew I merited. I got up to 14/20, and I couldn't apply for this scholarship. Minus 4,650 minus 1,000. You know what it means? I gave the school, like I dashed the school 3,650. It was so painful. And I don't want you guys to experience it. So if you are in your school, you come in, you are in your school, ask your department, go to your department and ask, what is obtainable? What score can I get so that I can benefit from this scholarship? These are questions nobody will tell you. Your classmates will not tell you. Nobody will tell you anything. So it is the information that you have gotten that you are going to work with, okay? So as you are coming to Portugal, bear it in mind. And one thing I should tell you is, for example, you're in Nigeria, an average Nigerian can actually make this score. Yes, if you're an average Nigerian and if from Nigeria you are having like maybe 2-2, you are having 2-1, and you come down here, I bet you are going to do very well. You're going to do perfectly very well. Why? Because the environment is conducive. You have all the materials. You have internet. Everything is there for you. It got to the extent that even in my department, you are not having a computer. Like if you are not having a computer, as a student, you're coming into Portugal, you're expected to have a computer. My department would even give those ones that don't even have. Okay, so everything is there for you to do well, and you have all these things, and you think you cannot get up to 14. I bet you can even do more than that. Like you are not being taught in Portuguese. Even if you are being taught in Portuguese, if I can do it, you can do it. And so the results came out, and I know I merited the course. But why I couldn't get it, after 2 days that I got the information that I could apply, that might not meant to apply for this, but then it has already passed. And one thing is, they work with time. Once they give out this time that this is what is going to happen, and it doesn't happen, you're not there to apply for it, it is gone, okay? And that was why I missed it. I don't want you to miss it. I want you to be part of everything that is going on in Portugal. And so I said I'm going to update everyone coming into Portugal. I hope this video would help you when you come down. I'll go to your department, ask what is obtainable, ask how can international students obtain scholarship. You will be informed. They will be glad to tell you. But if you don't ask, nobody is going to tell you. And so you have to open your mouth, ask, and information will be given to you. You're opportune, you're lucky that I've experienced it, and I'm telling you, I don't want you also to experience it. So when you're coming into Portugal, be vocal. If you close your mouth, there's not going to be any information to be given to you. But when you ask, there is a saying that when you ask, you're not going to miss. Ask and you shall be given. Thank you so much if you have watched up to this moment, and if you have been getting values from this channel and you have not subscribed and you don't even like the video, what are you waiting for? Please kindly click on the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that you would always get more informative videos like this. Thanks so much. Bye bye. Ciao.